Hiya everyone. You must be wondering what this word Hiya is. Hiya is the COVID age way of saying hello to everyone. Hope you are all at home. At the onset, I would like to sincerely thank Dr. Swati Sinha and Dr. Satish Gupta for inviting me to be a member of the advisory board of Pharma State. My gratitude to you, Dr. Swati Sinha and Dr. Satish Gupta. We are going to have a series of programs for the pharma personnel, and the first program is basically for the brand managers which you are now attending. When I say brand managers, I am referring to the generic. It can include anyone. It can include the management trainee, the brand manager, the assistant brand manager. It can include even the vice president, sales and marketing. So the topic today which we have, what is strategy? And we are basically going to talk about the brand strategy. For that, let us decide what is the word, what does strategy actually mean? Strategy has its origin in the Greek word strategia. Strategia is a compound of two words, stratos meaning army and agia meaning to lead or leading the army to outwit the rivals, to outwit the enemies. In fact, all the business strategies today, or whether it is the organizational strategies today, they all have a military flavor, they have a military essence. No doubt, Karl von Clausewitz, one of the greatest military strategists of the 19th century, he said, war should not be compared with art, war should be compared more with commerce and business. And this is exactly what is happening in the business world today. All the strategies have been drawn from the military strategies. There are two kinds of strategies broadly. One is the business strategy, and the second is the corporate strategy. When we are talking about the corporate strategy, either the organizational strategy is actually meant for the entire organization. For example, when Sudhir Mehta, he decided to purchase or acquire Elders. Why did he do that? Because he found that his organization Torrent Pharma was not very strong in the gynec market, whereas Elder was very strong in the gynec market because of a brand called Shelka. So Torrent decided to acquire Elder. That was a corporate strategy or an organizational strategy. So what is the business strategy? They are decisions taken to achieve the business goals, and normally these goals, the business strategies, are crafted by the SBUs, the marketing managers, the vice president marketing, and so on. Today our focus is going to be on brand strategy, and brand strategy is basically a business strategy. So what is a brand strategy? A brand strategy is the direction set for a brand to achieve the desired state for the future. When we are deciding to achieve the desired state for the future, a good strategy will also take into account the hurdles, the obstacles. A good strategist will anticipate the hurdles which are on the way, before crafting a strategy. Once a good strategy is formulated, you need to have good strategy execution also. A good strategy, however brilliant it may be, if the execution is poor, that strategy is a big zero. And the best way to implement the strategies, I'll be talking to you in details a little later, is to inbuild strategy execution in the strategy itself. Strategy execution should be a part of your grand strategy. To craft a strategy or to formulate a strategy, normally you need to go through 6 or 7 steps. And the first step is setting the basic objective. An objective is a step to achieve the final strategy. Remember one thing, my friends, strategy can never be formulated in isolation. A strategy has to be formulated always in relation to competition. You cannot have a strategy in isolation. Have you all heard about gliptins, or what you call as the DPP4 inhibitors? They are today the most accepted oral anti-diabetics. And the first company to introduce this was Merck, which in India is known as MSD, under the name sitagliptin. Rather, the generic name is sitagliptin. The brand name is Januvia. Januvia was the first DPP4 inhibitor to be introduced in the world. But how did it become the first? This has a very interesting history and has something to do with strategy. Sandoz, which is today a part of Novartis, were able to identify a molecule, the DPP4 inhibitor, which they felt had a great potential for diabetics in the future, and they started working on vildagliptin when way back in 1992. But Novartis is basically a Swiss company, not a US company. A US company later, Merck, they also saw the potential of DPP4 inhibitors, and they also decided to work on DPP4 inhibitors sitagliptin, which was later to be named as Januvia. They started the work in 1998, 6 years after Novartis started the work on vildagliptin. Now, what was the strategy? The strategy of sitagliptin. We the first company in the world to introduce a DPP4 inhibitor. The strategy, the first company in the world to introduce a DPP4 inhibitor. But as I said a little earlier, the strategy has to be in relation to the competition, and they wanted to beat Galvus, vildagliptin, and get the first mover advantage. When you are formulating a strategy, I talked to you about first step, and the first step involves setting an objective. What was the objective set? The objective with the set was we will introduce sitagliptin or Januvia by 2005. Although they could not introduce it in 2005, they introduced it in 2006. They were far ahead of Galvus. Now, the second step in formulating or crafting a strategy, you need to identify the opportunities and the risks. The risks were already identified by Genevia, and therefore the strategy was, let us be the first DPP4 inhibitor in the world. But what was the risk involved? They took a very big risk. While they were working on sitagliptin, they also observed that a combination of sitagliptin or a combination of a DPP4 inhibitor along with metformin can give far better results. And bypassing everything, they decided to simultaneously work on a combination of sitagliptin and metformin, which was later to be named as Genumet. Now, what was the risk involved here?